Welcome to our channel, Bravo News. Love Island USA ditches hot influencers. Wait until you see who's replacing them. Whispers in the Villa. It was a sun-drenched afternoon in Fiji when producers of Love Island USA gathered in a secluded corner of the control tent, away from cameras, islanders, and even most of the crew. Their voices were low, their tones serious. The ratings were decent, but the spark was fading. Same tropes, same types, same everything, sighed executive producer Mara Houston, flipping through a portfolio of past contestants. How many more fitness coaches and Instagram models can we parade before the audience zones out completely? The others nodded. The latest season had sparked backlash for lacking diversity, not just in race or body type, but in personalities, careers, even ideologies. Fans wanted authenticity, but reality TV had become a parody of itself. Beautiful people with nothing to say, fake tears, predictable betrayals. That day, a decision was made. Quiet at first, almost whispered. We need to burn it down, start fresh, change the entire casting process. And with that, Love Island USA was about to pivot in a way that no one, especially its viewers, was ready for. A secret mission. Behind the scenes, CBS greenlit a secret operation under the codename Project Real Love. Instead of casting via the usual routes, DMs, modeling agencies, and agents, the producers launched a covert, nationwide search for real people. Librarians, firefighters, moms, farmers. Not people chasing fame, but people looking for something true. The casting team, now led by controversial British showrunner Dominic Hargreaves, formerly of Big Brother UK, began recruiting from unusual places: community theaters, Reddit threads, church groups, tech forums, even underground dating events. The one unspoken rule? No blue check marks. We don't want influencers, Hargreaves declared. We want people who have had their hearts broken, who've dated in the trenches, who know how hard love actually is. One recruiter was sent to a Midwestern divorce support group, another combed dating app bios for sincerity. Applications exploded. Single parents applied. A woman who ran a goat rescue in Montana applied. A man who had never been kissed at 32 applied. And perhaps most shockingly of all, they were actually interesting. The leak that shocked the internet. Of course, it couldn't stay secret for long. A junior intern, curious and overwhelmed, leaked the memo to a gossip account known as @RealityTspill. Within hours, screenshots were everywhere. Love Island USA is done with influencers. They want normal people now. The reaction was immediate and chaotic. Some fans cheered. Finally, I'm so tired of people just chasing Instagram followers. Others groaned. But I watched Love Island to escape real life, not see more of it. Welcome to the new Love Island. The new season premiered with record anticipation. No cast was announced beforehand, no teaser photos, no glossy promo, just a single cryptic trailer. This time, it's not about followers. It's about feelings. Love, raw and unfiltered. Welcome to the new Love Island. When the show finally aired, fans across the world tuned in and jaws dropped. Gone were the model-esque physiques and manicured veneers. Instead, they met Samantha, 38, a widowed ER nurse from Denver with a dry human sense of humor and 3 kids back home. Jorge, 26, a second-generation immigrant and indie game developer from Austin, with social anxiety. Talia, 32, a Jamaican-American poet and bookstore owner with locks and tattoos. Brandon, 29, a former Marine who came out as bisexual last year and wasn't sure how to date men or women on TV. Deja, 24, a plus-size fashion designer and body positivity advocate with 100 real dates under her belt and 0 toleration for red flags. The audience was hooked. Not for the bikinis, but for the realness. Conflict gets real. The producers didn't entirely remove the drama. It just wasn't scripted anymore. Talia clashed with Brandon over emotional availability. Samantha had a breakdown after feeling judged for being a mom. Jorge ghosted Deja for a day, overwhelmed by the group dynamics, then came back with a teary apology that left viewers divided. "I can't stop watching this. It's like messy, awkward, beautiful real life," tweeted one fan. Another, "This is what The Bachelor wishes it was." But not everyone was thrilled. Old school fans felt betrayed. Where were the glam pool parties, the steamy makeout montages? One particularly loud voice was Cara Simone, a former Islander turned lifestyle influencer with 2.3 million followers. She launched a hashtag, #NotMyLoveIsland. And yet, ratings surged. Love in the age of honesty. By mid-season, something miraculous had happened. Viewers began rooting for people, not couples. They wanted Jorge to grow. They wanted Samantha to heal. They wanted Deja to find someone worthy, not just someone hot. One episode where Talia led a spoken word night under the stars went viral for its vulnerability. Brandon stood up after and shared a story about combat PTSD and the first man who ever kissed him. That night, the Love Island villa didn't feel like a dating show. It felt like therapy, connection, healing. The show broke the internet. Even celebrities tweeted their support. Lizzo, "I love this new Love Island. They finally get it." Chrissy Teigen, "I'm crying. Why am I crying during a recoupling ceremony?" Barack Obama, yes, verified account, "Representation matters. Thank you, Love Island." The backlash within. But the biggest shock came not from the audience, but from inside CBS. Some execs were not pleased. This is reality TV, not Oprah. We sell escapism, not counseling sessions. One anonymous exec leaked to Variety. There were whispers that the network might shut it down, bring in old producers to restore the original sexy chaos formula. But then the money started rolling in. Ratings had doubled. Merchandise was flying off the shelves. Streaming numbers were record-breaking. The show was winning awards, a first for the franchise. And so, reluctantly, CBS doubled down. The new Love Island was here to stay. Where are they now? As the season ended, viewers wept as Samantha chose to leave the villa, realizing she missed her kids too much, but not before forging a friendship with Deja that led to a real-life podcast. Jorge proposed to Talia in the final episode, not with a ring, but with a poem. She said yes. Brandon chose no one, but left stronger, smiling, and fans respected that. A year later, Samantha launched a nonprofit for single parents. Jorge and Talia were planning a wedding and co-founded a creative wellness app. Deja signed a fashion deal with a major plus-size brand. They weren't just reality stars. They were real people. And people loved them. A global shift. Inspired by the success, Love Island UK, Love Island Australia, and even Too Hot to Handle began changing their casting processes. Netflix greenlit a spin-off called Love is Messy, using a similar approach. The industry changed. A new wave of reality TV was born. Raw, emotional, unscripted. People laughed, they cried, they watched. Not for perfect bodies, but for imperfect humans trying to love each other the best they could. The heart of it all. Back in the control tent in Fiji, Mara Houston looked out at the next season's cast arriving. A schoolteacher, a tattooed janitor, a non-binary jazz musician. She smiled. This is what love looks like now. And for the first time in years, Love Island USA wasn't just entertainment. It was a revolution. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates.